Ladies and gentlemen, last night I saw something that you don't see often with the Golden State Warriors, and I'll even take it a step further with James Harden as the leader of the Houston Rockets team. Got two things going on here. I want to talk about both of them. Let's start with James Harden. Ladies and gentlemen, James Harden is averaging 41 points over his last 11 games. He's on a historic pace. What was that? Kobe 07, 08. All my older basketball fans, y'all know what I'm talking about here. Kobe went on one of these crazy streaks right before they got Pau Gasol and Andrew Bynum and everything. Kobe went on one of these crazy streaks in the past. I think this was the season after the 81-point season. For all the people who really understand the game of basketball, he scored like 40 in like damn near 5 straight games or something like that, right? Like Harden is on one of those streaks. So I want to congratulate James Harden for going for, what did he go for, 45 and 15 against the Warriors last night? Listen, man, James Harden never wins that game in Golden State. And I don't even want to bring up the fact that, you know, James Harden was missing Chris Paul, who's out with an injury, his second best scorer, and Eric Gordon, his third best scorer. I wanted to give Clint Capella some respect because he went for 20 and 20 last night. But in regards to scoring, CP3 is clearly the second scoring option on that team, and Eric Gordon is clearly the third best scoring option on that Houston Rockets team. Neither of those two guys were playing. This was all about James Harden. From start to finish, he got some help from House out of Texas A&M. Salute to him. Gerald Green gave him a couple baskets. Austin Rivers been playing out of his mind ever since he signed with the Rockets. I already mentioned Clint Capella. He had a little bit of help, but let's make this clear. This is about James Harden being the MVP. He is on his way to winning back-to-back MVP awards. Sorry, Giannis. This might be Harden's award to win again. He's doing it on a much bigger stage than what Giannis is doing it on. The MVP award is about moments, so I want to big James Harden up because he absolutely gave it to the Golden State Warriors last night. That shot he made to win the game. Damn! Damn! Yo, to pull up with two guys on your off-balance three-pointer falling to the ground to win it, he more than cold-blooded. He just don't care. He just don't care. Like, yo, this dude is playing out of his mind. And I want to swing over to the Golden State Warriors. I done bigged up Harden enough because we got to get into the heart of things. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. I am not the over-exaggeration guy to everything that happens in the NBA. Like, if the Warriors lose a game, I'm not the guy saying, oh, the sky is falling, the Warriors lost. No, I don't overreact like that. You've been following my platform, you know that. Something is not right with the Golden State Warriors. This is my first time saying that since they've been together, right? Since they've gotten to the finals the first time and won their first championship as a group together. This is my first time saying that. Listen to this. Something is not right with that Golden State Warriors team. Maybe somebody will say it's the, you know, Draymond calling KD the B word. Maybe it's, you know, Steph being out with an injury. They lost their groove when Steph went down for like 11 games. Maybe it's Klay. Klay, you know, I know he had a pretty decent night last night, made some big time shots, but maybe it's been Klay's struggling over the last couple months, and the fact that we don't call Klay out a lot when he does struggle, right? You want to be held to this Reggie Miller standard. You got to be able to produce night in, night out, at least be able to knock down 3 threes a game to take some of that pressure off KD and Steph. A lot of nights Klay Thompson struggles and we don't talk about it. Draymond Green, ladies and gentlemen, fam, you know, he got close to a triple-double last night, but overall, his body doesn't look great anymore. He doesn't look like the guy that's ready to bang for 82 games in the season. And again, as they get older, they've been to 4 straight finals. They're looking to get to 5. It's a lot of wear and tear on their body. Don't get me wrong. But in regards to Draymond, you know, please just call it how you see it. Like his body doesn't seem like it can hold up. You know, he's not knocking down that three-pointer right now. That's hurting that team. Because guys are just saying, look, beat me. They're back to doing that with Draymond. Because like for the last 3 years, up until like midway through last season, Draymond was at the point from the three-point line where, you know, you don't think he's going to make it, but you had to respect him enough to guard him, at least come out on him if he's open off that pick and pop. Right now, teams are just saying, beat me. Beat me. If he beats me, I lose. Right? That's what the people should be doing with the Rockets, actually, with James Harden. People should just be like, I'm doubling Harden every time down. Let Daniel House beat me. Let Austin Rivers beat me. Hell, when Chris Paul come back, let CP3 beat me. Because right now, James Harden is playing out of his mind. And the Warriors are pretty much playing 4-on-5 offensively. And Looney's not a big threat. He does get a lot of offensive boards. He does do some work around the rim. So right now, it's pretty much 3-on-5. And a lot of nights, I already told you, Klay don't have it. That gets me to Kevin Durant. He got to get some blame in this too. As the Warriors continue to struggle, they've lost 3 straight home games. And these are big-time home games, right? You're losing to, by the way, Luka almost got him, right? But you end up losing to LeBron for a half. He destroyed you on Christmas Day. They never lose to LeBron on Christmas. So LeBron, okay, you mess around and LeBron gets injured pretty much right after halftime. So, all right, y'all come all the way back. I think y'all get that thing down to like 2 against a LeBron-less Los Angeles Lakers team. Rondo gets the ball in his hands, and y'all still get blown out by almost 30 on Christmas Day. On Christmas Day? And then this next game, James Harden, right? James Harden never beat the Warriors in Golden State. Y'all seen what happened in the Western Conference Finals last year. Once Chris Paul went down, that series was over. Harden couldn't do it by himself. He did it by himself. That's got to be some confidence that that Rockets team has. He did it by himself pretty much in Golden State last night. Kevin Durant, if y'all telling me this is the best player in the game, if y'all are telling me this, he's got to be held accountable if you got 3 other All-Stars alongside of you. Like, damn, Warrior fans, y'all don't want no blame. Y'all don't want no onus or responsibility. We give y'all the credit for winning rings. We say y'all one of the greatest teams ever assembled, right? So now we got to be able to criticize y'all a little bit too. We can't just let y'all have all the glory when y'all win. Y'all got 4 All-Stars, right? We big y'all up when y'all win. Y'all got 4 All-Stars. Unbelievable team, right? But when y'all lose, y'all got to get as much blame when y'all lose as y'all do credit when y'all win. Y'all got 4 All-Stars. Now, Draymond's not going to make the All-Star team this year. Klay's not going to make the All-Star team this year. At least I wouldn't put him on my roster. But in regards to just overall team play, if I have the best player in the world, and y'all telling me that Steph Curry's top 5 in the world as well, and y'all telling me that Klay Thompson is top 20 in the world, and Draymond's top 30, top 40, whatever, because he's an all-star, right? That'll be out of the top 30, top 40 guys. He's an all-star the last couple years. They got to be able to win games at home. They should be dominating the NBA. There is no reason why the Milwaukee Bucks have a better record than the Warriors. And now you got teams like the Nuggets and Rockets getting close. There's no reason why teams should have better records than the Warriors if they got 4 All-Stars and 2 of the 3-4 best players in the world. We got to balance this thing out. Like, we can't be holding Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and the Golden State Warriors to the same standard as James Harden, to the same standard as LeBron and the Lakers, to Jokic and the Nuggets. They don't have 3 other All-Stars at their disposal. So how can Kevin Durant get held to that standard? No. That's the price you pay for being that great and joining a 73-9 team. Something is wrong with the Warriors. They don't look right. And what do I mean by don't look right? They scored 134 points last night. What I mean by don't look right, I think Steph Curry talked about this post-game. Just a second or 2 late on defensive assignments. If you watch the film, a second or 2 late on defensive assignments. They used to get there earlier than that. I'm watching body language on the court. It doesn't look great. I saw more high fives in years past than I do now. A lot more defensive plays. Remember when people were talking about Draymond or even Kevin Durant being defensive player of the year the last couple years? I don't see those type plays being made. I don't see a lot of love. Because Kevin Durant could go get 50 in his sleep. Steph could get 50 in his sleep. Klay could get 50 in his sleep. Draymond could get you 10 assists in his sleep. But I'm talking about that love to want to play with each other. You know, people start talking about the end of stuff, and the end of teams and the end of dynasties. It does feel like, I remember the last year of Kobe and Shaq. You could kind of tell it was coming, right? You kind of felt it a little bit. I remember the last year of even looking at LeBron in the Miami Heat. You kind of felt it was coming. You could tell, like, LeBron's tired of putting up with injuries from D-Wade, So I'm looking at this team like, dang, this might be it for real. Even if Durant wanted to stay, he might just have to leave now, just on the sole merit of we need to do something new. congrats to James Harden and the Houston Rockets. That's a big-time dub in the regular season. I know we're only at January 3rd, January 4th, but to win a game like that in Golden State, when you know there's a good chance you're going to have to play this team to get to the NBA Finals, if you're Houston, man, that one is going to carry some weight going into just the second part of the season and into the playoffs, man. You know you can do it now, even if Chris Paul is not healthy. As long as everybody else healthy, and you'll probably get Eric Gordon back in a couple games. You now know you can do it. You now know you can go and Golden State and do it. It's going to take a lot, but you can do it.